All right, so I often get questions, how do you flood test a curbless shower? And that's a tough one because obviously it's curbless. Water can run right out of this system if you're trying to fill it up. But a lot of places are requiring you to have at least 3 inches of water, 2 inches of water, and flood test it. And it really is a great idea to be able to flood test this, make sure that your client has peace of mind that the system's completely waterproof, and you as the contractor did all the steps to ensure that the warranty and the system is actually leak free. So really the best way that I can come up with, there's a lot of other people that have come up with other ideas. I've tried using spray foam. That didn't really hold it very well. It did enough to be able to see how everything was flowing and held the water for about an hour, but it did eventually leak. So really the best way is just to get a piece of the Hydro-Blok board or whatever system that you're using and just seal it to the floor. So I'm just going to use their sealant, and I'm just going to adhere this straight to the floor and to the side walls, and then basically allow this to fill up and seal to the floor. And then once I'm done, I'm going to have to cut some of that sealant and this board out after we perform our flood test. So just put a generous amount on the sides and here, and then we'll just go straight across. And just make sure this is sealed with the sealant. So we got all the water in here. I would just make a mark somewhere that you're going to remember it. And then also just measure down. So we got 4 9/16 to the edge of the drain. 4 9/16. So, okay, so now we remember that. Let's get our rubber ducky. Oh yeah, that floats pretty good. All right, so we actually let this sit here for 5 days, which is way longer than anyone would normally leave it, but it is pretty awesome. Definitely held very well. So just measure down again, make sure you get that 4 9/16. And yeah, we're at the right water level, so everything really held up very well. The Hydro-Blok actually does give you a little corkscrew wine bottle opener, so you can pull out the actual ball. There we go.
That's a lot of water.
It is a lot of water.
I don't know why it shut off like that.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and remove this. I'll just cut this out. And just be careful not to dig down into your joint too much. Just try to But if you did sever into anything, you can always just add more sealant. It's not gonna be a big deal. But yeah, I mean, it's worth the extra effort to seal that right.